morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. Hello there. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera, and yes, I'm recording this after trick-or-treating with my family. That's why I look like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Today is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. Remember when Kyle Shanahan said this?
I know John's been working on that for the last month. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of options out there, but doesn't mean for sure no.
John Lynch is having none of that because hours before the trade deadline yesterday, we got the news. San Francisco is trading a third-round compensatory pick to the Washington Commanders for pass rusher Chase Young. This is a fantastic move for the 49ers. If you're unfamiliar with Young, he was the defensive rookie of the year in 2020. He had a devastating knee injury the following season, but he appears to be recovered from that now. He has generated a 17.2% pressure rate this year. That is a career high. That's fifth most pressures in the league. He's actually one behind Nick Bosa. And I know, you're going to be mad because you're going to tell me you don't care about pressures, and I get it. Here's the good news. Young also has 5 sacks on the season, which, by the way, leads the 49ers. He's the new 49ers sack leader, and he hasn't gotten a single sack for the 49ers this year. This is a gamble well worth taking for John Lynch and the 49ers. If Young can stay on the field, which he has had some injury issues, as I mentioned, but if he can stay on the field, he is a definite upgrade over Randy Gregory. He is a definite upgrade over Drake Jackson. And he's not going to cost the 49ers anything. They're paying him just over $500,000 this year. He is playing on the 5th-year option, so he could be a free agent after the season. Let's assume the worst. It doesn't work out and he leaves and goes somewhere else. The 49ers could still get a third-round comp pick back for Chase Young when he signs for another team. So he is essentially playing for them for free this year. This is all upside, no downside. I absolutely love it. If you want to hear my full thoughts, I did an instant reaction show live on YouTube yesterday. You can check that out on our YouTube channel, Gold Standard Network, or if you want to download it as a podcast, it's available everywhere podcasts can be found. I was a very happy camper yesterday. By the way, John Lynch is going to speak about the trade. He has a conference call 7:45 a.m. today. It may be over by the time you're even listening or watching this, but John Lynch is getting up early. Maybe I'll have to get on that conference call and ask him a question or two. Had to be happiness around the 49ers facility. And let's be honest, they could really use a shot in the arm after going into the bye, losers of 3 straight. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Wednesday. Mark Bullock used to cover the Washington Commanders for The Athletic. He has a Substack now that he actually unlocked yesterday. It's a great article on Chase Young about how improved he is this year, how he's doing things this year that he wasn't able to do in previous years because of the knee injury. There's film cut-ups and examples of exactly what he's talking about. It is something that got me super pumped when I saw the news yesterday. You should go and check it out if you want to read it. Click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, now that the NFL's trade deadline is officially over, any player that's released from this point on has to clear waivers. They don't just become a free agent. They got to clear waivers, which means every team in the NFL is going to have a shot at them if they want him. Any veteran of 4+ years will go through waivers before he's eligible to sign with a team again. One thing you may have missed, the 49ers had some housekeeping yesterday. They announced they've released Anthony Brown. In addition, they have signed offensive lineman Jesse Davis to the practice squad and released defensive back Kendall Sheffield from the practice squad. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you would. Click that little bell. You'll know every time we go live, which we will later today, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Myself and Grant Cohn will be reacting to the Chase Young trade and everything that did and didn't happen at the deadline. Plus, let's not forget the Niners have quite a bit of adjusting to do on this bye week. So we'll talk about all of that today. Again, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Please join us for that. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.